Hey guys, welcome to the Christmas edition of Good Fridays. I'm Trevor Curtis. This week in news, Radiohead released 2 new songs this week, originally meant for their latest album, King of Limbs. The songs are titled The Daily Mail and Staircase. You can check them out on the band's YouTube channel. This week, Nicki Minaj posted a new song on the internet. It's called Stupid Hoe, and it's going to be featured on her sophomore album, Pink Friday, Roman's Revenge, so you can check it out online. Very talented UK artist Lana is set to make her US TV debut on Saturday Night Live January 14th. The Fray released a new single this week. It's called The Fighter. It's going to be featured on their new album, Scars and Stories. It's available for pre-order on iTunes, so check that out. Neon Trees released a very catchy new song this week. It's called Everybody Talks, so check that out. It's pretty good. 303 released a new single this week. It's called Dirty Mind. In my opinion, it might be one of the worst songs of 2011, and yes, by that I mean it's worse than Friday. But if you're still into 303, I'd check it out. Mike Snow released a new single this week. It's called Devil's Work. It will be featured on his newest album, Happy to You, set to be released next March, so be on the lookout for that. Adam Lambert and Clay Aiken both released new singles this week. You can check those out on iTunes.
Ha! Gay!
That's all I have to say about that. A couple of Odd Future members known as The Internet released their newest album called Purple Naked Ladies this week. It's a synth-pop, hip-hop album. I'd check it out on iTunes. And now for this week's reviews. We have Elmatic by Elzhi. Elzhi takes us and remixes one of hip-hop's classic albums, Illmatic by Nas, and makes it his own. Usually this would be a very bad idea, but Elzhi does a very good job of not trying to outdo Nas on this album, but instead tries to personalize the music and make it his own. His flow seems effortless on this album. You can really tell that he respects Nas' sound, especially with the edgy drums that take you back to 1994 when Illmatic was first released. Overall, Elzhi did a really good job in remixing this album and making it his own. That takes a lot of talent, so I'd give this album a 7.5 out of 10, so I'd definitely check it out if you are a Nas fan. Next we have Fuego Faults by Wolfgang, his debut album. It has some likable songs on it, but none that really just stick out. The thing about this album is the sounds are all over the place. The orchestral pop sounds kind of overpower his vocals in a way that they kind of blend and you can't really understand him. But this is only a debut album and I expect a bunch of improvement in the future. So I give this album a 6.5 out of 10. Next we have Pabst and Jazz by Asher Roth. I'm going to start this review out with a very bold statement. Asher Roth is the best white rapper in hip hop right now. So yes, that means better than Eminem right now. I think I Love College was the best and worst thing for Asher. Good because it got his name out there and people know who he is now, but bad because it pressured him to kind of conform to what mainstream hip-hop is now, and he put out kind of a crappy album second after I Love College. Chuck English and Blended Babies freaking owned the production on this album. The way samples are used are just genius. They really take you back to when hip-hop and jazz went together and blended so well. There's a bunch of underground talent in this album that you need to be on the lookout for in the future, such as A$AP Rocky, who is already making a name for himself, Rocky Fresh, Thurs, and Nathan Santos. Asher Roth has such a unique flow, it's almost like he's just chilling in a lazy boy rolling off these lyrics like it's nothing. Overall, I give Pabst and Jazz a 9 out of 10. The mixtape is a must-have for any hip-hop fanatic and you can get it for free on datpiff.com. Did I mention it was for free? Next we have Give You the Ghost from PoliCa, their debut album. I have never heard anything like these guys. It is probably one of the most unique and original sounds I've heard all year. Each song is different, and instead of this causing you to be all over the place, it allows this album to flow perfectly, which is very rare. Another unique thing about this album is the guitar, drums, and bass in this album sound so intense at times, but it still allows you to relax and just kind of bob your head. I love this album and the originality that it offers. It's definitely a must-have for any rainy day or lonely night. I give this album an 8 out of 10. And finally we have The Dreamer, The Believer from Common. This album is a huge improvement from his last album, Universal Mind Control, but still not as good as his best album in my opinion, B. This whole album is produced by No ID. No ID and Common are a duo that will blow your mother-fudging mind each and every time they work together. Most rappers talk about women, weed, and music, but Common really takes us back to hip-hop's roots and gives real meaning to his lyrics. They're so real and inspirational. I was first won over by this album back in August when Blue Sky was released, and it featured the sampling of Electric Light Orchestra's Mr. Blue Sky, which is one of my favorite songs of all time. I give this album an 8 out of 10. The more I listen to this album, the more it grows on me, so if you're a Common fan, I'd definitely check this out. So next week, there's not a lot of music coming out, so it will be Good Friday's Best Of show. Be on the lookout for that. I'm pretty excited about it. I hope you are too. That's all I got for you this week. Here's my playlist. Y'all have a happy holiday, and I'll see you next Friday.